There are two students this evening who best exemplify the meaning and excellence of a Benedictine education. It is my distinct privilege to award the top two academic honors to these extraordinary men of Benedictine. Firstly, the distinction of salutatorian. This award is given to the senior student who graduates with the second highest accumulative grade point average in his class. Our 2013 salutatorian is Tyler Wintrick. Tyler is the son of David and Laura Wintrick of Mentor. He came to us from St. Mary of the Assumption Parish. His brother Adam is a 2011 graduate of Benedictine. Tyler graduates this evening with an accumulative grade point average of 4.435. He is an AP scholar, member of the National Honor Society. He has participated in the Bengal squad for track and golf, has been a member of many clubs and organizations, and has written and edited for the Bennett, the school newspaper, this year as editor-in-chief. Tyler has been recognized by many for his leadership skills, working hard with our Priory system this year, the Look Up to Cleveland program, and winning the first business plan competition at Benedictine, and going on to compete in the regional Ty Young Entrepreneur Business Plan competition. He will be going to the University of Michigan as a business major. At this time, I ask Tyler Wintrick to come forward and present his graduation address.
Abbot Christopher, Reverend Fathers, Mr. Gressack, parents, families, friends, and men of Benedictine. I would like to welcome all in attendance to the class of 2013's graduation. As we look back at our journey through Benedictine, I think there is one thing that happened each and every year. We grew together as a class. Now, some may say that was because by senior year we had dwindled to a select few and were forced to like each other, but I beg to differ. As a class, we really did form a bond through our 4 years. I'll never forget our first day of class. The first thing I noticed, and anyone who has ever attended or walked in Benedictine has, there was no air conditioning. It was a hot and humid August day that seemed like it was never going to end, and graduation seemed like it was miles away. Everything was new, and 3 minutes between classes didn't seem to be enough time to get from the gym all the way up to Mr. D's classroom on the corner of the 3rd floor. We were introduced to the antiquated label frosh, which Merriam-Webster labels circa 1915, by a former English teacher who also tried to convince his freshmen on his English class that the fish in Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea had really caught the man. Try to figure that one out because none of us could. Eventually, sophomore year came around, and as is the experience of every class in academia, it was lackluster to say the least. But what can you expect when sophomore literally translates to high school? We may have been a step higher than the freshmen, but we were the punchline of many jokes. Everyone who has ever attended Benedictine knows the highlight of sophomore year is classroom day, which the honors class won even with losing the chariot race because of a homemade chariot that had to weigh close to 200 pounds. Next came junior year, which I think for most of us was better than sophomore year. It started out on a good note, with the football team returning to the playoffs for the first time since 2005. Members of the class of 2013 were an integral part of the success. In the winter, the basketball team, with the help of a couple of members of the class of 2013, captured a district title. Academically, things were a little tougher as the number of AP classes offered increased. By far, though, the best year for the class of 2013 was this one. For the second year in a row, the basketball team won the district championship, the bowling team went to states, the hockey team won the Parma Thanksgiving tournament, and in the spring, the lacrosse team won its first ever North Coast League championship. The track team had quite a few members compete in regionals, and the baseball team made it to the district finals. All these teams were led by members of the class of 2013. Academically, a member of our class received a perfect score on the ACT, and outside of school, a member received Best in Show in the Cleveland Clinic's 2012 Expressions competition. These are all just the highlights of the class of 2013, and I apologize for those I may have forgotten. I would like to conclude by reading a few quotes about the power a small group possesses. American anthropologist Margaret Mead said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed people can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." American novelist Charles Simmons had similar views and once said, the smallest number, with God and truth on their side, are weightier than the thousands. Now, some of you may be thinking that due to our small numbers, I'm reading these quotes simply to make our class feel a sense of empowerment, which is partly true. However, I believe that these quotes point to what great extents a small group of hardworking individuals can achieve. And that is my hope for the class of 2013 in the future. Thank you.
The distinction of valedictorian is the highest academic honor a school can bestow upon a graduating senior. This award is for the student with the highest accumulative grade point average in his class. Our 2013 valedictorian is James Ryan. Sporting an accumulative GPA of 4.594, James is the son of Martin and Eleanor Ryan of Cleveland Heights. His sister Mary is a medical student at Ohio State University. James came to Benedictine from Communion of Saints Parish and quickly made his mark as one of the smartest students in the school, being elected to the National Honor Society, winning 4 gold medals in a row on the National Latin exam, and distinguishing himself as an AP scholar. His musical skills on trumpet and baritone, as well as his participation in varsity lacrosse and the Key Club, reveal his many and varied interests. He has challenged his classmates to excel and revealed what he could do by attaining a perfect score of 36 on the ACT and being one of only 8,300 students in the country to actually win a National Merit Scholarship. He will be attending Case Western Reserve University, majoring in mechanical engineering. At this time, I invite James Ryan to come forward to present his graduation address.
Abbot Christopher, Father Gerard, Mr. Gressack, Reverend Fathers, faculty, staff, parents, friends, and men of Benedictine. I talk today about memories and a look to the future. We have worked hard to make it here, to this day, and we should be proud of our completion of this step for our future. As we celebrate this time, I suggest that we take a look at what we have learned and experienced on this journey and what it means for us in the future. We are here today because we have completed all our requirements for graduation. We have passed our classes, performed our service, and completed Project Real. Collectively, these are certainly not small tasks, but I suggest that we have done much more than just these base requirements, learned much more than the material covered in class, and experienced much more of life than walking between class and class. Over our 4 years, we have been given many opportunities to grow in all aspects of life. We have been challenged academically, been able to participate in multiple sports and clubs, grow in art and music, and create a spiritual identity through constant access to the many facets of our Benedictine education. While these opportunities may be present at other schools, I believe that Benedictine has offered us a truly unique mix. Both our proximity to St. Andrew's Abbey and our size have given us a remarkable ability to be intimately involved in every part of our education. How many other schools can have students participate in 3 different sports throughout the school year, or be able to join a sport with no previous experience? How many other schools provide an opportunity to be actively involved in multiple different clubs and extracurricular activities? How many other schools provide daily access to priests who truly care about our well-being and offer continuous support and knowledge? Benedictine has offered us all these things and more. We have been able to get involved with clubs and sports that we might not have had access to at larger schools, building us physically and socially. We have had the opportunity to get to know all of our teachers and build relationships with them that have helped us academically. We have been given the ability to connect with the priests here as well, learning spirituality and the application of faith in the real world. We may joke about our size, but it has given us many advantages and opportunities that will help us in the future. Our size also proves how dedicated we as a class have been, that we've stuck with the tough classes and the challenging situations. We've lived out the motto, Ora et Labora, to pray and work, so that we can make it to this point. This is something to be proud of. Our class is special. We have many things that have marked our years here. Coming in as freshmen, we were the first class to have the tablets. We were the last class to truly have polos. We were given the opportunity to use the new field for practices and games, and we've also been the first seniors participating in and leading the new priory system. So what should we do with what we have gained? We should use it. We will never have another time in our lives like this, but we will leave with a well-rounded education that will help us for the rest of our lives. As we disperse around the country to college, we take our experiences and our knowledge with us. Our academic growth has brought us to college and will help us get through it, but the other aspects of our education may be even more valuable. Our social interactions and our friendships will help remind us to stay involved and allow us to do well in the professional world. Our spiritual development will give us a base to build from that will help us survive through the inevitable good and bad times in life, both the challenges and the joys. With all of these aspects of our education, I have faith that each of us will make our own successes in our own unique way through life. So let's look forward to the future, because I know we have gained the skills to succeed where we try, to continue despite difficulty, and ultimately to make a life that we can be proud of. As we leave here, let us not forget where these skills have started. From being isolated in our own corner on the 3rd floor in freshman year, we've made it to here, today. There are not many who can say that. So I would like to thank all the faculty, the staff, the priests, and the parents for their support for us throughout the years that have made it possible for us to come this far. To the graduates of 2013, let us remember all the how's it all goings, the keep smilings, the go with God and fight with hearts that have inspired us to stay positive and to stay faithful, and that have made us more than just graduates of good old BSHS or Benedictine, but truly men of Benedictine. Thank you.
James Charles Ryan III, summa cum laude, valedictorian of the class of 2013, band co-captain senior year, chess club president during senior year, Latin club, magic club president during sophomore and junior years, National Honor Society, prior in the priory system, Key Club, Chemistry Olympiad, Knights of the Altar, Jazz Band, Kairos 17 Retreat Team Leader during senior year, Proficiency Awards in Honors English 1, Latin 1, Geometry, Computer Applications, Honors Biology, Honors Pre-Calculus, Honors Chemistry, Greek 1, Greek 2, Latin 3, Honors Latin 4, AP Calculus, English 3, AP Chemistry, AP US History, AP English, Honors Physics, AP European History, and Jazz Band. Case Western Reserve University. Tyler Christopher Winthrop, summa cum laude, salutatorian of the class of 2013. Bennett, editor-in-chief during senior year, German Club, National Honor Society, Track, Key Club, Marketing Club, president during junior year, Investment Club, prior in the priory system, Blood Drive. Father Donald Award for Publications, Proficiency Awards in German 1 and 2, Honors World History, Honors English 2 and 3, Psychology, Calculus, Microeconomics and Entrepreneurship, and Theology 3 to the University of Michigan.